What's up everyone, I'm Untitled and welcome to another WWE Supercard video, and this one is not going to be exclusively about Season 3. This one is going to be about starting Supercard. And obviously every day this game is downloaded and people do join the game for the first time, so we are going to create a new account today, see what cards we get, see how quickly we can progress for free, not paying, and basically learning the game as if a new player would, and giving tips and advice when we can. For those reasons, we're not going to join a team straight away, well, a team that is established straight away. We're not going to put credits on, we're not going to buy packs, we're going to progress naturally and see what it is like for a free player. So we are going to create a new account now, and we'll go standard, we'll go at mharry10 and see what we can get. So, brand new account for the first time ever. Put a comment below if you like the idea of this series, this idea, if you want to see more videos, what you'd like to see in these videos, what advice and tips you'd like to see about, and we'll see. The more support this gets, the more we'll do this and see if it is successful, or likewise any feedback is appreciated as always. Right, we are taking a bit of a while to get it going here, so here we go, we're in, finally. Collect and battle your favourite superstars. So here we go, let's see what cards we get on WWE Supercard. Wow, that is a rub it in your face. You're not here yet. We have a Fusion, a Hall of Fame card, and a normal WrestleMania 33 cards, but obviously we're not going to start out with them. It's going to show us how to play the game here. Hopefully these aren't our starting cards, very unbalanced deck. I'll show you the row, pick up low, so we're going to Cena to start with, of course. Cena's going to beat Rock, because that's WWE Supercard. There's a attitude adjustment to the Rock, and we have our first point. Then there's a female, and Nikki. Wow, they oversell this with baby faces now, don't they? So Nikki versus Naomi. Legend be epic. Look at the stats, how low the stats are compared to what we play with now. And then we have a New Day tag match. Wow. Now obviously guys, you have your arrows from the completed diamond. You get plus stats if they're the same. They just stay the same stats. If they're different, an up and a right or a left, then it takes away stats. So that's how the game actually operates in tag team form. So you can see there they have diamonds, the right and left arrow combined together, and it boosted the stats. So John Cena versus The Rock is a 3-0 win for Cena, and that is the first match on this new account. So obviously we draft new cards, 3 for a win, 2 for a non-perfect game, and it's given us a Neville rare card. That's a powerful card, make another, and we get a nice little. Right, here's a free pack, so now we're going to get our first cards of the game. Right, here we go. Daniel Bryan rare. Oh, look at those, these old cards, they're great. We have an Adam Rose uncommon, a Kofi Kingston common, and a Damien Sandow. Dolph Ziggler, Eva Marie, Alvin Sheed Martin, and Natalia. 2 cards left, Alicia Fox, and a stop sign, 1 more support, yep, it's a table. There we go, there is our starter pack. Wow. And as you can see, wow, we are really limited to start with on what we can do. So, here we go, our first ever match with this new WWE Supercard account. So let me know in the comment, guys, if you actually remember who your first card was in this game. I'm pretty sure mine was Dean Ambrose. That's about all I remember. For some reason, Dean Ambrose pops up in that I had a rare Dean Ambrose to start with. We see we're going to pick up our first victory here. Can we make it perfect? We cannot. It's going 2-1. Should use those supports, but we beat Cash 2-1. And mharry10 picks up his first victory. Now let's see what this gives us. There you go, there's an energy card. Now energies are used in King of the Rings energized cards. Enhancements can boost a stat for a certain amount of cards. We'll get into that later on. As you can see, improves your card, attach enhancements to the card you want to improve. Lose charges if they're used, so you can get 5 matches or 10 matches and so on. Obviously, the higher the tier of the enhancement, the more matches you get with it, and the bigger boost it gives to your rating. But there we go, we have a Luke Harper. So we have some energies for King of the Ring. We'll get onto King of the Ring at a later date as well. I just wanted to get this recorded. Not sure how much I'm going to put in this first video. We may do a few matches, and we may just get a few resets and then possibly start King of the Ring and do something like that. But the biggest reason I wanted to sign in today was for that login bonus when the Waited On Network finishes. So that login bonus was the reason I wanted to get this sorted. So there we have our first login. Obviously we are going to get those 28 days, so we will get in 28 days a Hall of Fame card on this account, which is real when you think about it.
Okay guys, so as you can see here, it has been a few days. We have claimed our first pack. It glitched out, so I couldn't record it unfortunately, but we are going to see what card we got today in our packs. We're going to come to packs and another edition. This one, as you can see, we've still only played the 2 games, so we're going to speak now about what Wild and Ranked mode are and how that affects our cards. So if we go to Wild mode, basically Wild mode is a free-for-all. It says you're playing against other people's decks, but you're not actually playing against a real person in live time. However, in Ranked mode you are, but we're going to see the difference in a few minutes. But before I get into what Supercard is, basically Supercard is made up of these cards of wrestlers, and you have the females, you have superstars, and you have support cards. Each card has these 4 stats. Now you have power, you have toughness, you have speed, and you have charisma. And underneath here, as you can see, they have a finishing move, what we call a proc. And this one has 14 plus stats to your charisma. However, when you get in the later tiers, you can see this one won't have a special ability. When you get in the later tiers, and by tiers I mean progress through the game, these become 2 stats, and the further tiers they add more stats to that stat that they enhance. So later on you may have a Shawn Michaels card that will, his ability will be Sweet Chin Music, and it will improve both speed and charisma. So as you can see, Daniel Bryan there, he has charisma, Neville has speed, and our lower deck card don't have any abilities. Now, what are these tiers that we're on about? Because basically what you do here, we're in rare tier, as you can see now. And these basically, if the match says pick a speed card, we'll be looking at either Bryan or Neville, because their speed is their top stats. If it's charisma, we'll be going Bryan, because that's his top stat, and so forth and so forth. Now with the tiers, this is what it is. Basically your tier is what the top card you can pull off the board at any one time. In the game Supercard now, no matter what game mode you are playing, your tier that you can pull is based on what your ranked deck is. So here is our ranked mode deck, and we haven't actually put Neville in this one, but as you can see we are still rare, which is the bottom tier. Now with these tiers, what happens when you progress to super rare, you will get your first pull off the board will be a super rare superstar or female card. And before you get to the tiers after that, you then go through 3 levels of each tier. You will have, say for super rare, you'll have super rare plus, and super rare plus plus. Now when you progress to these new ones, you don't get pity pools. But we're going to show you the whole tiers that are in the game currently. So you have rare, then you have super rare, which leads to ultra rare, which then leads to epic, and each one has different superstars, the stats are better, and the designs are different. After epic we have legendary, and then we have survivor, WrestleMania, and then we have SummerSlam. Now SummerSlam marks the end of season 2 of WWE Supercard, and when I say seasons, you'll notice now on the cards we have in the little top left there'll be an S1, S2 or S3 when we get later into the game. This is what season that card is from. Now the ones we have currently are from season 1. After that we went into season 3, which was Hardened, then into Elite, then into Ultimate. That was the initial launch of season 3. After that, we then had WrestleMania 33. Now that is where the game is at currently. A lot of rumours flying around at the minute that we are not far away from either a new tier or a new season. However, we are going to play some wild mode, so we can actually let you know what these game modes actually mean. So we'll go against Tiago here. Now your deck is made up of 4 superstars and 2 females on this, and you can have a single match or you can have a tag match, and we'll see what this means here. So it's M. Harry 10 versus Tiago. Right, so our first match is a speed match. Now our supports are for power or for toughness, so we're going to go and pick Daniel Bryan. Now the reason I picked Daniel Bryan on this is because of these arrows. If a tag team match gets called, Bryan's right arrow does not be compatible with any of the others. However, if a tag is called, this Neville is a perfect tag match with Damien Sandow. Is a draw tag with Adam Rose, but if I was to put Neville and Bryan together, they would actually take away stats. Neville and Sandow boost stats together, Neville and Rose remain the same stats, Neville and Bryan actually reduce stats. So we're going to pick Bryan here and see what we're up against. So we're up against Eric Rowan, he's just put a ladder on. So it's going to be 110 versus 110. So this match is actually going to be a draw. We'll see here, they start squaring up. Also later, when a card procs, like I say, with the ability, it boosts its ability. Later on in the game, these abilities actually have special animations to actually do the finishing move, which is quite cool. And some people affect the arena around them, like Bray Wyatt, you have the fireflies around him, and so on and so on. So it's a really cool feature when you get to it. So we can use one of our supports here to get rid of either a power or a toughness. We're going to go for Neville because he's our most powerful card left, and we're against Samoa Joe, 78 versus 83, against 108 and 105. So a double stat match, but we are going to win this one to take it to 2-1 in the match. Now it is best out of 3, so we are going to go to a third match here, which if we win, we do win the match. Toughness and speed, we're going to go for an uncommon Adam Rose above a common Damien Sandow because it's a better stats. We're against a common Kofi Kingston, so we are going to pick this one up with 70 stats, beating my 80 stats, sorry, beating his 70 stats. So Adam Rose is going to pick up the victory there for us, 3-1, best out of 3 matches, and it is going to be another victory for M. Harry 10. There we go. And now we are going to progress to the board to see what the board is. When I talk about picks off the board and getting picks for the wins, we're going to see what this is now. Of course, we showed it in the start, but we are going to exactly see what it means now. So we're getting energy for King of the Ring. We'll get into King of the Ring shortly, but we have 7 picks because we've got some in a pack as well. So as you can see here, based on ranked decks, so the best we can pull off this board is a rare. Now, as you can see, we're picking superstars and enhancements off the board. What resets the board is either a rare, well, it's only a rare for this time being, but anything rare or above resets the board and gives you all the cards back to pick from. So what we are trying to do is find that rare card. So let's just look at the ranked deck we've got. Now this is a live match against another opponent. And what you get for winning in ranked mode, you get the pulls off the board still, but you actually get trophies. And these are a live leaderboard. You can see there's a timer there, resets in 23 days. And what this does is over the time gives rewards for the top 50 players. Not gonna lie, I've never been in the top 50. It is massive points were sorted, and every time it resets those people to 40 points. Different in this is quite frankly this, what we have here. We have attitudes that you can actually gloat with. You can buy more attitudes in the store as well, so we can do a Ric Flair woo, but he has got a leveled up gold dust there, so he is going to win this match. We are going to show you what we mean by level up in a minute as well, because each card has a little number. See clearly, so they're 10 out of 10. But that is ranked mode. You can see there's a timer to pick the cards with. You can send attitudes to people, and basically it's a way to play against your friends live to see who is actually the best. Because when you play a person's deck in wild mode, it is their deck, but it's controlled by a bot because they're not currently playing the game. So Mr. Perfecto is 3-0 there. So we're not going to pick up any trophies unfortunately, but we do get some pulls from the board, and we're starting to build the deck now. What I mean by levels is here, you can see that Daniel Bryan, 0 out of 15. Now if we improve that card, you can see the improved page is where you can view information about your card and customize it. Cards get better as you use them. Each rating will task where they accomplish will increase the corresponding rating for the card. Basically each stat, if you play a certain amount of matches on each stat, it actually boosts that stat a little bit, which makes it a more powerful card. However, when you level up, not only do you get better stats from leveling up, you also get these things called tokens. Now, tokens are used to customize cards. Every 5 levels that you train your card, you will unlock a token. These tokens can be placed into the card's token slots to increase their ratings. As you can see, these 3 little pluses, you can actually boost the ratings, and this makes the cards a bit more unique. You can enhance the card the way you want rather than the way everyone else has. It makes the cards a bit different to everyone else's. After confirming tokens placed, tokens cannot be reassigned. It's a one-off thing once you've assigned it. Enhancements that we've been pulling off the board, you can also put them on stats to boost their stats. As you can see there, you can even do it with the special ability, but they have a game limit on. So if you put a enhancement on a power that only has 8 charges, once you've used that power 8 times, you lose the enhancement forever. But you can put another one on, but it's a good way of using the card. So what we would do here, click on train, and you can train other cards that you no longer need into that card. That boosts the levels. So basically what we're trying to get to is get Brian to level 15, and then we'll also get tokens to put on here. As you can see, we've started playing some stats. One on charisma, 2 on speed, 1 on toughness, 1 on power. So that's basically how you train your cards up. What we are going to do in this video as well, we are going to do discussing King of the Ring for the first time. King of the Ring is a game mode that helps you enhance your cards, get more cards of the tier, and also to it's a quick way to train up cards as well. King of the Ring matches you up with 15 other players to compete for the championship and earn powerful rewards. Now, King of the Ring is a 45-hour game before you get to the brackets. It is against 15 other people to compete. The matches are simulated, as it says here. During active times, your King of the Ring deck is in the ring, and during inactive times, you can manage your superstars for the next game. Now, we'll explain what this is in a minute. So we'll proceed here. Your King of the Ring deck has been filled with the best superstars from my cards. Your strength of the King of the Ring deck changes your King of the Ring tier rating. This determines the rewards you will be competing for. When you're ready, submit your King of the Ring to begin a shortened tutorial and receive your first King of the Ring wall. So we're actually going to get a good King of the Ring wall here. As you can see, basically you have 2 tag teams, you have 3 solos, you have a female tag, and you have a solo female and 2 supports. So we'll start the King of the Ring here to get this tutorial one underway. It's key, we win the first game. Now, manage your superstars. We've won the first game there. Way to manage the superstars. They lose stamina each game, which actually takes their stats down. As you can see the picture there. Eva Marie was in the 60s, she's now in the 50s. When she's empty on stamina, she'll be in the 20s. As superstar stamina goes down, they don't compete to their full potential. Drag and drop energy cards onto superstars in order to restore their stamina. As you can see, we've got some energy cards here, so we'll put it on our best 3 cards, just like that. And then we're into game 2, and we won that 3-2. The final match is finished. You've won the King of the Ring. Now collect your King of the Ring rewards. Okay, so King of the Ring rewards, we've got, we've got a Kofi Kingston. So a common Kofi Kingston. Great. You should always compete in King of the Ring with your best superstars. There is nothing to lose. Now that's not necessarily true, but we are going to do a King of the Ring tutorial later on in the series. So as you see there, we have actually opened a Survivor pack, and we do have a Survivor tier Roman Reigns, which has pushed us into Super Rare on King of the Ring. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put our best cards into this Ranked Mode deck and see where that puts us tier wise. So we'll put the Roman Reigns in, and there, boom, we are now Super Rare ++ straight away. Look at that. We'll put Neville in as well. We do have some. Nope, still they're the best ones we've got. So there you go, we are Super Rare already. Super Rare ++ just from opening 1 pack. Now, no money spent on that. That was from the login bonuses, but we're going to actually discuss that at a later date. So that is for the first video, guys. That's what we've shown. We'll play another wild mode here to show you that although we're playing in a rare deck wild mode, we will actually be now picking off the Super Rare board. So our first reset now should be a Super Rare card. So we're going to get our first ever Super Rare card in this video. Neville's going to pick up a victory there because that's power against Alex Riley. Speed and charisma against 7166 plays 110, 112. So basically this whole game is based on numbers. It is a number game. The higher the stats, the better you get. The better cards you get, the higher stats they are, the more chances you have of winning. With this series, guys, we are going to discuss everything. We're going to discuss Money in the Bank, we're going to discuss Royal Rumble, we're going to discuss events, we're going to discuss team events. We're also going to discuss how you can progress through the tiers as quickly as possible. But it's a little short intro there, and we are going to play this game now just to get you a feel of what we're doing. You can see we're getting energy cards as well, so if we want to do a King of the Ring, that's the way we're doing that. And the reason I'm not putting the Roman Reigns card in here is because it's so much more powerful than the other cards. It's what we call an unbalanced deck. And with him being in the ranked mode deck, we don't need to put him in this one. We can still win games without him. It's just we're actually still pulling super rare cards. So it's just a way of actually making sure we are winning games. Because if we put him in here, we've been playing against a lot of super rare cards or leveled up rare cards, and they will not be able to be beaten by our cards. So we are just playing with this yet, but we are going to lose that one, but we've won the game 2-1 again. You see that support there boosted that stat to 75, but another win for M Harry 10, and we are getting closer to pulling that super rare now. We're going to see the animation of what happens when you pull a card that's in your tier. Knowing me now, we're recording it, it's just going to take it down to the last card, but you're starting to get a feel for the game and how quickly you can get matches under your belt, get these stats boosted, get the cards trained, because we're pulling a lot of commons and uncommon cards now, which aren't going to make our deck. Natalia versus Natalia, it's a draw as standard. Eva Marie, so we are going to lose this because they've just used a support card to boost that 77, so 2-1 down here, so we need to turn this one around. So let's get our big cards in now. So we'll put the Daniel Bryan card in because of the tag thing I told you about. That's against a 95 Randy Orton, so we are going to pull that to 2-2 to go to the deciding match, an extra match. There's no draws in this, guys. This is all out war. Right, now, here is the thing. Adam Rose is actually a better stat than Damien Sandow now, but with the +7 toughness to each, I'm actually going to put our weaker card in because of this tag thing. So it'll actually, the 11 difference in there should actually be wiped out by the plus that it puts on this stat and this stat. And we'll show you here what we mean by the perfect tag. So we'll put the stop sign on that, boost them. And now look, there, compatible, 10 plus to all stats. And what you also saw there was an incompatible tag on theirs. He had a up arrow and a right arrow, which are incompatible, so it's actually taking stats away from him. As you can see there, they're in red because they're actually minus what they were. Ours are yellow because they're actually boosted, and therefore we are going to win this game. They're a nice little double team from Neville and Damien Sandow, and we've won that match 3-2. So you're starting to see how important it is to not just get the best that you can get, but also get those arrows matched up so you can get tag team matches that are perfect. It is really important to learn these basics, and not a lot of people think about these things. They just jump in, level the cards up, start trading cards away, not thinking about, do I need that card, should I keep that card? So we'll go for Bryan there because we've got the boost. So we took John Cena down to 104, so we would have lost that game if we hadn't used the support, but that 105 Daniel Bryan is actually going to beat John Cena, and we're on our way for another victory. Now there, did you see the proc? 14 plus to power. So this Ryback card should actually beat my Neville card. There we go. So that's what we mean by proc, the boost to them stats. So we're down to the last one here, an 83 rated speed against a 70 rated speed, so we are going to win this still 2-1. But you're starting to understand the way the numbers work, and also the abilities work and tag teams work. So a lot to digest in this first video. Like I say, we have thrown a lot of information at you, and there we go. There is our super rare reset. You see the border, super rare, and we have a Shawn Michaels. Now that is what I said, when you first get to a new tier, the first pick is always a card of that tier. And there we go, a super rare Shawn Michaels. And now with this being super rare plus plus, we can actually pull super rares off the board now at any chance. So a rare or a super rare is what actually resets the board. But there we go, a super rare Shawn Michaels card. But I'm going to go play some games on this account now. I am going to stop the video here. I am going to try and get a better deck in place so we can actually explain more about the game and unlock the rest of the game modes that we have yet to unlock. But like I say, an introduction to Supercard there, what the stats mean, what the numbers mean, how to play the game, what the aim of the game is. So basically, I've not seen a video on this for a long time because it's been so long since the game started. But I know with the game being promoted on Sky Sports quite often and promoting some of the pay-per-views, there are still newcomers to the game every day. So I hope you find this video really helpful. I say we are going to progress with this this account slowly but surely, and we are going to see how we can get through the tiers and also give you tips on how to get through the tiers. But that is all for this first video, but stay tuned. There's going to be very regular updates on this account because it's so much fun going back to these cards. I've missed playing with these cards. The cards I play with now are in the 30,000s on stats. It's absolutely insane how big the game's got and how many cards are in the game. So a very fresh reset to the game there. Season 1 cards only at the minute. So let me know if you like it. Let me know if you want to continue with this series, what you'd like to see, what tips you'd like to see, what game modes you'd like to see. Don't forget to like the video, get a big thumbs up. Let some friends know who maybe are just starting Supercard that this video exists. Subscribe to the channel to let us know when the next video is out with the notification. And that is all from me, guys. So until next time, don't forget, from me, you're all perfect 10s.